Hey everybody, I'm Gavin, and welcome to Dungeons 2. Also, higher mic quality. Hey guys, hope you can hear me much better. I'm using a fucking Rock Band 4 mic, so... Hey, it's fucking not awful. Also, it's cool, because now I have like an actual microphone in front of me, which is cool. I bumped it, I hope you didn't hear that. But yeah, welcome to Dungeons 2. I know almost nothing about this game. PlayStation Now is doing a free trial, and I saw you're able to download certain games off of it now. And the downloaded games let you record. So we're doing that. Anyways, single player campaign. I don't know.
It was time. The troops of the Absolute Evil had driven the Alliance back to their capital, King's Ending. The time for the final battle had arrived. Prepare to destroy the Alliance, and with it, all good in the land, once and for all.
Alright, fuck yeah. Fuck the good guys.
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom full of flowers and rainbows, where the sun shone all the time, and there was loads of that goody-goody, lovey-dovey good people stuff going on. There, the alliance of abominably good people lived in unearned wealth and prosperity. But there was a path leading to a different place there. At the end of this path was a rock. There was a cave carved in this rock in which the Absolute Evil lived. It wasn't a grubby, damp cave smelling of muck and mildew, but a deep, dark dungeon, so dark that even darkness itself was afraid of it.
It's pretty dark.
It was home to numerous innocent monsters who enjoyed a happy, contented existence, living in complete harmony with their environment. But time and again, the sickening, sweet-smelling good visited this underworld in search of treasure and experience points. Many monsters found this to be the death of them, but much worse, the Absolute Evil's treasures were being stolen.
How fucking dare they?
One day, just as a few more heroes had finished plundering its dungeon, the Absolute Evil decided it had had enough, and decided to do something new, something quite monstrous. Go to the surface. The Alliance tried to resist, but the approaching horde just flowed over them like an angry wave of axes, teeth, and bad breath.
For the horde!
After numerous unrelenting battles, the Absolute Evil finally stood before the Alliance's capital, King's Ending.
It'll be the end of the king. Get it? You also pick up your defeat against other enemies. Oh, okay. I know this is like a, management kind of real-time strategy game-ish, from what I read from the description. Anyways, yeah, like I don't know much. I only know what I read in the description. They're like factions and shit I get to pick later. But PlayStation Now is doing a 7-day free, trial for those with PlayStation Plus. You should try it out. Certain games can be downloaded through it, and those games let you stream. Other games you can't. So if I do decide to play them, I'm gonna use my capture card. Oh.
After countless battles, the forces of the Absolute Evil reached the Alliance capital, King's Ending. The lovable remnants of the forces of good had come here to make ready for the final battle. Evil would pay a high price indeed to storm those fortress walls, or so they thought. Suddenly, a rumble rose from deep within the earth. Stones burst asunder, revealing an ancient path into the depths.
Ooh.
Out of the depths of Stygian darkness arises the invincible evil. With earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable evil began its trek towards the front. In the terribly improbable event that it may have forgotten how that works, a formidable help function has been provided.
Alright, so... Square to move. There's the other game installed to record later. Haha.
The presence of the Absolute Evil was also reflected in the land itself. Grass withered, and in places the ground tore open to reveal bubbling lava.
And if you didn't see what it was, you know, you'll find out later.
Stand the order of the ultimate and beat a hasty retreat. A few of the Alliance units had entrenched themselves here. A determined absolute evil marched towards them in order to strike them down with its mighty weapon.
Attack move. So this is to start attacking one. Cool. That's a book.
The absolute evil had discovered a medal. These legendary awards ensured a creature could be made even more powerful. Only one done, the creature could only wear one at a time.
Fair enough.
Eyes ablaze with greed, the insidious evil gazed upon the blood-drenched battlefield. Here the last defenders of good would die, and an age of evil begin.
By the way, I can't wait for fucking Tuesday. Warcraft 3, baby. I just open my laptop and fucking run it. Because I have a... not the greatest laptop.
Projectiles from the Alliance's catapults darkened the sky, but the Horde's fighting skills were at their best in darkness, if they survived.
Haha! That's fun.
Absolute evil strode like a war god through the defenders' ranks and smote them with ease to the ground.
Coming to help. No, my Naga minions! You bastards!
Nothing and no one could stop the invincible evil.
You annoy me. Fall.
Absolute evil strode like a war god through the defenders' ranks and smote
Can you
them
check
with
this?
ease to
This is
the
obviously a
ground.
spawn point.
The absolute evil
Yeah.
destroyed the defenders' camp in the west with the greatest of ease. Now, only one tiny camp offers any resistance to the absurdly evil evil. And even that won't be able to hold out for much longer.
Let us go! Prime evil terror of the overworld. I'm digging this so far, though. This is pretty fun. I'm hoping it gets a little bit more complicated later. I'm assuming it does. We'll find out.
Took yet another hero to the slaughter block.
Alright, get rid of the spawn point. There we go. And last
Absolute evil destroyed the
catapult, not
defenders'
ballistic,
camp in the
catapult.
east with the greatest of ease. The defenders in front of the city had been beaten to a pulp and defeated. Now the time had come to attack King's Ending, the final battle beckoned.
Those are catapults, not ballistas, and I totally know that. I didn't almost accidentally say ballista. I like ballistas more, man. Don't fucking judge me.
The city gate was firmly barricaded by the Alliance's archers, but the absolute evil would not allow itself to be held up by such a ridiculous impediment. So, go get them! Destroy them now! Sorry, stay in character. The absolute evil used its all-powerful magic to eliminate the archers and open the gate to the city.
Ooh. Ooh, what's this new? Huh. 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 Oh, do you want me to? No. Oh, am I too far
The
away?
absolute evil had a good long think, but at precisely that exact moment, it decided to act and to deploy its overwhelming magic powers.
There we go.
Using its legend, wait for it, daring
Haha.
powers. The absolute evil destroyed the impediment with ease and simultaneously eliminated a whole group of defenders. True story. The road to the capital was now clear. The absolute evil did not hesitate for even 1 nanosecond.
What is up, my goody two-shoe homies? I'm here to kill all of you. For
Actually,
fun.
the cowardly evil did hesitate. What would await it in the city? Would its lousy defenders, which it previously had managed to slay in droves, suddenly come up with something more serious? The insidious evil entered King's Ending. A small, pitiful group of defenders scattered its way. Suddenly, the doors of several houses in the city opened, and with a loud roar, defenders bore down on the rather surprised. An ambush.
I got rid of the keep. Alright. The battle is
invincible evil
ours!
had crushed the defenders. King's Ending had been defeated.
And now we lose.
That's what it thought.
Yep.
Suddenly, the final heroes of the Alliance emerged from nowhere. Another ambush? Now, this was becoming very boring. But wait, this time it was different. Instead, the heroes raised their hands and started singing an incomprehensible chant. A magical ritual? Well, actually, it both is rival of good things, great things, unless you happen to be the absolute
Continue.
Somewhere in the depths of the dungeon, the ultimate evil awoke. It did not know what had happened, nor why it had awoken, but it longed for revenge.
Revenge. Alright, level 2. Let's do this.
The last remaining heroes of the country joined forces and cast a powerful banishment spell. The absolute evil disappeared from sight with a threatening gesture, and a faint whispered, "I'll be there," could be heard coming from its lips. The absolute evil had been banished, and its essence shattered into several pieces. Its reign of terror had ended. The good people of the overworld rejoiced, and an era of peace began for the Alliance. The evil creatures were driven back into the underground, doomed to serve as cannon fodder for pleasure-seeking adventurers. Meanwhile, secreted away in the world's most inaccessible places, the last remains of the absolute evil were resting, never again to see the light of the overworld.
Until they did.
Today, that is. Somewhere deep under the earth, the ultimate evil awoke.
Go monkey, get up, get coffee. Code monkey, go to job. Code monkey have boring meeting with boring manager Rob. Rob says Code monkey very diligent, but his output stink. Orcs and misters are particularly effective against lightly armored units such as bards or druids. Good to know. Thank you. Zug zug. What you need doing? Work, work. What you need doing? Zug zug. Das Dingo!
And the hand of terror arose, controlled by the ultimate evil.
I'm just a hand?
Come on, hand of terror, arise, damn you! Methinks that exploring the surrounding area would be a sensible strategy. However, to do this, light would be required. Still not bright enough. An old throne room was revealed by the light. The circumstances remained a mystery. The hand of terror flew through the throne room, following each and every thought the ultimate evil had. After a few flying sessions, the ultimate evil was able to control the hand with ease. The time had come to call forth creatures who were completely devoted to it and would do its dirty work. Little snots were the dregs of each and every dungeon and spent their time taking care of it. The expansion-mad evil hired one snot on the spot. The first little snot appeared. It was completely ready to work in the dungeon and to crawl in the dust before the ultimate evil. Little snots were important to the ultimate evil because they took care of many important little things, such as excavating new areas. The psionically gifted evil could sense the presence of something important that was buried to the south. It instructed its little snots to dig in that direction.
Dig!
The little snots still didn't know what they were meant to be doing. At last, the hand of terror marked the area to be excavated.
Oh, I do it like that. No. Ah! Dig! Dig!
The ultimate evil hesitated a little. Would there be dangers lurking in the south, which it would not yet be able to defeat? It quickly dismissed this idea. After all, it was, the ultimate evil. What could possibly pose a threat to it out there? Except, of course, that group of heroes who had banished it once before.
Keep digging, you fuck! I don't like how you have to hold it. That bothers me. I have to hold X. I can't just tell him to dig and then go do something else.
Good grief. Have you ever played a game? Please select the highlighted area in order for it to be excavated, or look at the help where you will find detailed explanations of what to do. Now, move it. As quick as a fart, the little snot made his way to the marked position and began to dig.
Yeah, I don't like how you have to hold it. That bothers me immensely. See? That bothers me immensely.
Behold, the creatures of the overjoyed evil had apparently been much more industrious than it had thought. A great dungeon was revealed behind the wall.
Oh, or you just... Okay, never mind.
Doors,
Never mind, fuck me, I guess.
filled treasury. Oh, wait. Treasury? And where, if you please, is this treasury? Oh, well. One can't expect too much of these mindless little snots. First of all, some gold had to be dug out to make space for a treasury to be created. The hand of terror swiftly marked a few small gold veins so that the little snots could excavate. As soon as the gold vein was selected, a little snot immediately set out to mine valuable gold for the greedy evil.
Give me the gold. Yum, yum.
Once most of the gold had been mined, the hand of terror quickly created a treasury on the spot so that the precious metal could be safely stored.
This is the Treasury, right? Yeah. Oh, do I need another one? Oh, you want one, like, all around. Okay.
The clever evil mastered this task with flying colors. From now on, little snots could use the treasury to store mined gold. It was then at the greedy evil's disposal whenever more rooms needed to be built or new creatures recruited. Little snots were all well and good, but were too weak and cowardly to defend the dungeon. Since it was not able to defend itself, the ultimate evil would have to hire some orcs.
Ooh, trap.
But they would require food. Liquid. Well, beer to be precise. So the next important thing to build was a brewery. And that would require some space to be created. The ultimate evil had the feeling that its servants were not really putting their backs into the work. Might a hearty slap from the hand of terror change that? The sadistic evil encouraged its creature to work a little faster.
That's fun.
With a friendly but not at all gentle slap.
Moving these just so I know where they are. Right there. There. So all my shit's in one place.
There was now an area cleared for the brewery site, and with quick finger snaps from the hand of terror, the room stood ready. Excellent. But the recently built brewery lacked a brewing copper. With a sigh of resignation, the overworked evil set about taking care of that too.
The overworked evil. I'm enjoying the humor of this game. Can I? Yeah, I wanna rotate it. Can you not rotate it? It says R1 to rotate. Ow. Because I don't like it facing that way. I want it to face the other way. Oh well, whatever. Whoops. This is what I'm stuck with. Fine.
The hard-working evil effortlessly built a brewing copper so that delicious beer could be brewed as soon as possible. One of the little snots started working on the brewing copper. The nostalgic evil banished all thoughts of Oktoberfest and brass bands. Those would have to wait. More important tasks had to be completed first. Both beer and gold were now available in the dungeon, so it was time to hire some creatures to defend against greedy heroes or whatever else snuck around underground. At present, it was only simple orcs declaring undying loyalty to the ultimate evil. The rest of the horde was scattered to the winds. Orcs were defensive, close combat specialists, capable of dealing with many opponents. However, they were very vulnerable to ranged attacks. The dungeon of the expansion-mad evil grew and prospered, but unfortunately, it had reached the maximum possible population it could currently manage. Now a creature would have to be thrown into the bottomless pit before any others could be brought in. It's payday. An eerie gong rang through the halls. It did not bode well for the ultimate evil's treasury stocks, for at each sounding of the gong, the creatures would collect their undeserved wages. However, there was little it could do about this, as it was chained to the throne. Thus, it had to give free rein to its servants' desires, for the time being at least.
No, they have names too. That's cute.
Suddenly, one of the repellent evil's servants became very thirsty. This was typical of a troop member of
Where's
the
the-
unanonymous alcoholics known as the Horde. The Dipso made his way to the nearest brewery to quench his thirst. A thirsty orc arrived at the brewery. The creature disappeared into the pit of uselessness with a long, drawn, and gradually diminishing. This particular act of wickedness brought a smile to the face of the ultimate evil. One louse-infested orc crawled up from the depths and declared allegiance to the ultimate evil. The first step towards the creation of a powerful army had been taken. The profound evil had had enough of dungeon sightseeing and now wanted to move to the surface to try a dish that is best served cold.
Revenge!
Some Alliance members were bound to be guarding the entrance to the
Is there a quest down here?
a fine appetizer for a vengeful evil.
Or is that like the alliance? Is that warning the alliance is coming? There we go.
The nameless evil's creatures came upon a spider's nest during their search for an entrance to the underworld. It would take more than one orc to smoke that out. The abysmal evil used the Hand of Terror to grab several of the creatures that were still completely inexperienced at fighting and threw them onto the spider's nest.
Fight for me, orcs!
The spiders dropped like flies. The strategically well-versed evil patted itself on the back, proud that it had led its troops into battle with such aplomb. And by led, I just simply mean chucking them at the enemy. The basics of a dungeon were now in place. However, the brewery was puny and didn't really have room to store beer barrels in, and the treasury was also anything but impressive in size. Quickly, the expansion-hungry evil set out to enlarge its dungeon. Meantime, several carnivorous penguins had begun to make their way to the ultimate evil's dungeon. They would arrive eventually, but definitely not before this.
The evil has awoken, but its brothers are still asleep.
Huh? What on earth was that? That's not in my script. What a weirdo. No matter.
What a
We better
weirdo.
get back to concentrating on the dungeon. A huge monstrosity loomed out of the darkness on 8 legs. This dungeon's human guards had been ancient history for a long while. Now it was home to a huge spider and her brood. Would Sam and Frodo escape it and continue their journey to Mount Doom, or was this the end of the Ring Bearer? Hang on a minute, that's not the right. Where were we? Oh yes, a huge spider, henceforth called the Spider Queen. It
Schlub.
would be necessary to eliminate the Spider Queen before the horde could reach the surface. The Spider Queen sent forth a wave of her children. Of course, the ultimate evil was fully aware of this danger and immediately prepared to defend itself against
I actually already did.
At least, that's what I knew.
Wait, shit, I hit circle. Damn it. I know that was getting the level. I was shit.
Once the ultimate evil had escaped from the depths, still fettered to the throne, it traveled to wreak terrible vengeance on those who had done this, heavily supported by its little snots. The first target was Paladin Robert, now King of the Alliance. He had withdrawn to the quiet surroundings of his hunting lodge. There, he would be the perfect victim.
So we're definitely gonna stream more of this. We're gonna call it here for now. I really enjoyed this game. This is pretty fun. We're gonna stream more. This video is gonna end here though. Based on how long it is, this actually, I don't know, this might be part of the start of a second video. I don't fucking know. Shit, man.